My name's Foley. I'm the Victorian Labor member for Albert Park, and I'm the Shadow Minister for Equality, advising the Leader of the Opposition on LGBTI issues. This election is a watershed for LGBTI Victorians and those that support equality. We want to make sure in our party that what we build is a genuine rights framework for lesbian, gay, transsexual, intersex peoples. What we want to make sure is that we build a rights framework that has all Victorians treated equally in the law. On a personal level, I love St Kilda. It's a fantastic place to live and want to be, and I hope before I die to see St Kilda win a premiership.
Hello, my name's Shannon Eeles and I'm the Liberal candidate for Albert Park. I've chosen politics because I believe that it desperately needs more young, energised people who are outcome driven and determined for things to be better. I've spent the last 10 years working with children with autism. I have a proven track record of getting things done and of changing people's minds. I'm not gay, but I have a sister who is, and I believe very strongly that there shouldn't be any law that affects her differently to how it affects me, or I should have any opportunity that isn't also afforded to her. So I look forward to representing the diversity of the Albert Park community.
Hi, I'm Harriet Shing. I'm a Labor candidate for the Upper House in Eastern Victoria region. I'm proud to be one of a number of out Labor candidates for the November poll, and I come to this with a great sense of the need to contribute, and to contribute in terms of positive role modelling and mentoring. One of my earliest experiences in the world of music was an early and ongoing obsession with the Indigo Girls, and as I grew up I realised that that was more than just about taste in music. It's then become important to me to find good, positive role models to assist with progressive decision making and adequate representation to make sure that people all across Victoria have the opportunity to access services and assistance in an equitable way. I'm also committed to reducing discrimination wherever possible, and it harks back to my time as a disenfranchised middle child, where I grew up with a really strong sense of what is fair and what is not fair, and I'm really hoping to bring that to the Upper House after the November 29 poll. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Sam Hibbins. I am the Greens candidate for Patten. I was one of the first ever Greens elected to Stonington Council, and I'm hoping to become one of the first ever Greens elected to the Victorian Lower House. I'm running a grassroots, people-powered campaign to make that happen, talking to voters about what's important to them. And over the next 4 years, we have a real opportunity in Patten. The next 4 years have to be about vision, have to be about purpose, and it has to be about integrity. We've got a real opportunity to achieve equality for all, to have the schools, the public transport, the services that Patten needs, and to create jobs in a clean, smart
I'm Ed Huntingford, the Liberal candidate for Melbourne. I'm running as a candidate because I want to provide strong and diverse representation for the electorate of Melbourne. I'm proud of what the Maltzahn government has done for the LGBTI community, from introducing rapid testing, from the Premier being the first Victorian Premier to appear at Midsummer, to the reforms to the law in relation to expunging the criminal records of those convicted for committing homosexual acts. The Melbourne electorate is a diverse electorate, and as a gay man I'm part of that diversity, and it's one of the characteristics of the Melbourne electorate that I enjoy so much.
Hi, I'm Fiona Patten from the Australian Sex Party, and I'm the candidate for the Northern Metro Upper House seat. Now, before I entered politics, I actually thought I was going to be a nun, and I used to have these dreams about being a nun, and I used to have this argument with God: I'll be a nun, but let me have some fun first. So anyway, that ended with me becoming an atheist and setting up the Australian Sex Party, that is a very secular party. And our role in this election, well, our role is not to get elected as to make government. We want to have a voice in there, an independent voice that can talk about civil liberties, that can talk about LGBTIQ issues, that can talk about drug law reform, and that can talk about a whole range of issues that the larger parties probably aren't able to do so in the same way that we can.
Hi, I'm Neil Ferry, Labor Party candidate for Patten in the upcoming state election. I was asked to share a story with you all, and I'd share a humorous one of when I first came out at 15. My sister thought it was very funny that my mum got angry over coming out as being gay, so personalising it a little bit. But more seriously though, on the political side of things, I'm keen to represent the diversity of the community that is Paran and stand up for their interests, and that includes our migrant communities and LGBTI communities. I stand proud as one of the first openly LGBTI parliamentarians in the lower house of Victoria, and will definitely stand up in Parliament and make sure the interests of the LGBTI community are front and centre to my concerns as well as that of the community. In my role as convener of National Convener of Rainbow Labour, I've been working hard to ensure a number of reforms at federal level have removed discrimination for the LGBTI community, and I commit to the people of Paran and Victoria that I'll do the same thing in Parliament, as I say.
My name's Kathleen Maltzahn and I'm the Greens candidate for Richmond. I was talking to my partner about why tonight matters, why this filming matters, and she remembered vividly being 13, a kid in a small Wimmera town, and realising with dread that she was a lesbian, and imagining that she had a life ahead of her with no community, no hope, no happiness. That's a long time ago, and her life is very different now. But there are still too many kids and adults who still have that sense of not fitting in, not belonging. And that's why I'm really proud to belong to the Greens. We are not a party that follows the Catholic Church when we're in Parliament and then chases the pink vote when we're in election campaigns. We're a party that says that it's not a conscience vote when it comes to gay and lesbian, transgender and queer issues. We're a party that is grounded in an understanding of justice and equality, and who knows that our community includes many LGBTIQ people.
Hi, my name is Mulcahy and I'm the Greens candidate for Bentley. It was a same-sex couple in Bentley who were one of the first in Australia to get married when the ACT passed their same-sex marriage laws. And I want to ensure that that couple and same-sex couples all across Victoria can enjoy the same rights that opposite-sex couples can. And that means reforms on adoption, it means reforms to our discrimination laws, and it means that same-sex couples and same-sex attracted people are afforded the same rights throughout Victoria.
Newton Brown, member for Paran. It's been an absolute pleasure to represent the many diverse communities in Paran over the last 4 years, and one of the biggest ones being the LGBTI community. And the Nathai government has achieved some really significant gains over the last 4 years. We've got a very big legislative program, including expunging gay sex convictions, taking out HIV discrimination from the Crimes Act, and various other mental health initiatives for LGBTI people. So it's been a great pleasure to represent the community as the member for Paran, and a great honour also to be nominated as a finalist in the Straight Ally Award in the Globe Awards last week. And that's one category that my wife was most pleased that I was nominated in.